interfaces relates to these two notions here, superhuman versus singularity. And the theory that people are working under is that there will come a point, you can imagine that point if you think, right, so we're talking about using a cell phone, right? We're probably not that far away from people having something like these smartphones actually embedded in them, right? People are embedding stuff now. People embed like little tags in their bodies so people can know when they walk through like a government building or something like that. So the idea that someone would say, look, I need to be in contact so much, I can't be like picking up this device. I need it like, attached to my wrist, or I need it underneath my fingernail or something like that, right? And that's going to be the interface. So it really is, it becomes a part of your body, and we're moving to a point where people will say that we get to something where humans have reached this other level, right? So that now, and then it can just extend beyond that, so that we become more and more this other process of interacting with the world, and that's exciting. On the other side, as the superhuman side, on the other side, there's this thing called the singularity, and it actually both relate to this idea of singularity, the superhumanist, and I'm about to describe about the machines, right? So there's a point, if you have artificial intelligence, which actually allows machines to learn, there's a point either on our side or on their side, well actually I guess it would begin with us, where we can actually make something that is smarter than we are, right? So that's one of the extensions of artificial intelligence, and when you get there, right, once you've made a machine that can actually think and be creative and is actually better at doing that stuff than we are, people call that the singularity, because it's it will be like one moment and then everything else will change, right? Because everything will be so different after that point, once you can make something that's smarter than yourself. Because if you make something that's smarter than yourself, right, then obviously that thing that you made can make something that's smarter than it. So then you have machines that can make smarter machines, and obviously those smart machines are smarter and probably better and stronger than us, right? And you see how that leads you down the path to, to this guy, right? That's the world that the Terminator is all about machines that are making machines that are better than even they are. So that's my little journey from what you're working on, which is interesting in itself, to what I like to think about, which is kind of geeky. But you see that this path towards the singularity really is very much related to the Wii and the game controllers and the mouse, and how you're thinking about extending your senses into the world. Right? So, any questions about what I just said? Any of that? All right. Well, I'm going to return you to your regularly scheduled programming.
Sure there's no questions at all?